Getting some of the round rain bands on the pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old The first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Her fucking when her door shut, worrying about what we got going on in here. Oh, it's a big deal.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's play at second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory. And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time creating turnovers. Anytime you get to the game, they got the
doesn't matter, Ma. I just told him to keep the window shut down, open it.
That's an acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. First carry now for David Montgomery. And some space here.
Wow.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out. And we always talk about that's going to count as well because now it doesn't go on the books. But you have to make that up again, don't you? Running with Montgomery from the pistol. 2 yards on the pickup. It will be second down. Not much on that run, Charles. No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Motion detected at the front door.
Motion at your Ring Video doorbell.
I told you I'm about to move the stuff for you. Don't make me do stuff that I can't do at that time. I'm ready to move it now because you ain't gonna fucking chill until I do it.
God damn.
Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center. And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, it can be a little bit late to get done. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. To throw is Fields. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one. Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later. Oh, he's going to air it out right
That's Joey Bosa.
Got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Across midfield and into Bear territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Here's Winston. Thomas has got it. Complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there for Cincinnati. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Mixon again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Winston keeps it himself. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Winston to throw for it on 4th. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in at the 3.
What do you need a fan for?
And makes it across the 20.
He had 2 of them. What? Not going to open the window no more. It doesn't matter. You're the only one worrying about that window being open. We're paying the electric bill. I don't understand why is that bothering you. Therefore, he's not opening the window no more. You don't have to worry about it no more. He won't open that window.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I have a complaint about the heat being cold or hot in here. It's you. You come out here, find something to do, and then look at
Coach used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches,
there's no point in having the window open if you got the heat up. You understand that. He knows that. You don't have to worry about getting him a fan, anything. We don't need it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. Six 0 our score after one. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Looky good. OD. OD Perry.
Now a first down throw. Fields.
Chicago legend. O-block.
Going left side here. It is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy. Parker, 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Wow. A double fucking line.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
You okay?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Maybe that y'all got acrobat.
Santos to kick us. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. Now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. Touchdown Bears! For a 4-yard down. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, bump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw caught by Higgins. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
No. No, and he don't need a fan.
Coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
You want Eric to set that damn music to change during the day.
And then guess what? And when I pay him, it's back to where it was.
That's fine. So if you feel like his window being open is the reason why it's cold in here, that won't happen. You don't have to worry about it. We're going to close the vent in there so he don't be in there 100 degrees because everybody else is.
He goes back out to kick this one off.
I'm telling you how we're going to fix it.
No return on this one as the
No, you just not listening to me. That's all. You're not listening to me. You think you know what I'm saying, but you don't. He's in the room with that room door shut. It gets very hot in there. So the conclusion is, instead of him lifting the window up, that bothers you. So instead of that happening, we're going to close the vent in there.
The Bears offense.
What do a fan going to do blowing all hot air at him? What is that going to do? We're just going to close the vent. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to worry about the window being open. You don't care to hear. You just want to hear what you want to hear. You're not listening to me.
He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked
about
the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think this slows down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Fuck that.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship.
Ain't no fan in the attic. You keep saying the fans is upstairs. They're not.
Just focus there because he was thinking about breaking that one big.
You keep saying the fans are upstairs. They're not. All right, let's go upstairs and find the fans then. I guarantee you ain't a fan upstairs.
Why are you worrying about the fan? You don't know the fan.
Because it needs to slam, Mom. Why
I don't
you
want the window open like that because it makes me drop.
I literally just said he will not open that window again.
But I don't want him to be hot in
It
there.
doesn't matter. We're going to shut the vent. He won't be hot in there. You're not listening.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Somebody because you fucking ain't comfortable because we in here.
Okay.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Damn. So how do you hear what I just said?
Tackle made there by Cheetah Bay
I
and
told you,
Luzier.
the first thing I do in the morning when I
Now
get
the
up
Bears
is
going
clean
to call
house.
the first
I
of
ain't
their
cleaning this house all day
timeouts.
long. I'm not
As the
going to do no
clock
4
stops
o'clock
here with
straight.
46 seconds remaining in
Come on,
the
work with
first
me.
half.
This is my daily routine. I'm not changing it.
All right, you ain't got to change shit. Don't worry. And then don't worry. I'll be upstairs. You don't have to worry about it. Don't call me 20 times a day once I go upstairs, all right? Because I'm in the living room to help your ass out.
Clean my house. I ain't clean the house.
You did twice. Well, okay.
I ain't clean this house today. Don't tell that lie.
All right.
I didn't clean it.
That's going to be intercepted.
All right, Mom.
I never came in.
Don't worry about it. I won't be in this living room no more. You ain't going to have access to calling me up and down the steps.
Well, that's fine.
All right. Remember you said
Just
that.
let me get my cleaning done in the morning, do what I do, and then everything else is okay. I'm not picking. I'm picking. I didn't clean my house. I didn't clean nothing since then. I ain't clean shit yet.
Don't worry about it.
Don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see
I'm only down there to help you.
To protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
Yeah, but you ain't helped me clean up. I can't clean up the ass for the
And
couch.
the lead is up to 5.
You're not listening to
All right,
that.
I got
Pick
you.
six,
Remember
they'll get
that.
another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Access to me like that. Just remember that.
And a fair catch signaled for
I'm just
All I want to do is
I
not
hear
stop
you.
my
I hear you.
routine.
I hear you.
It throws me the fuck
I
off.
hear you. I'm not arguing with you anymore. I hear you. I hear everything you're saying. I don't worry about it.
at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Mixon with a first down carry. Finding room to the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield.
Oh, this game.
Also, when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff to Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Winston now. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is no good. And this one will stay right where it is. So they come away with a disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, run, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here,
Fuck this rob been out all year. Why did it take you to start getting blown out to bring this fucking rob out, bro? Dial shit up, bro. Run the fucking bland ass plays.
As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out. Maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
I think they can keep on fucking post.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Oh, my God.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
You got younger defensive backs, bro.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10.
Man, he gets it.
And it'll bring up 2nd.
All right, well, you're better. It won't be nobody in this living room. Nah, I'm going to play.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston.
Right,
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
We don't need the fans.
It's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions?
Because when you come in here and turn the heat back up, because you go back from being cold and hot all day long, it goes hot like hell in that middle room. No, you don't. You don't need a fan. A fan in a hot-ass room ain't going to do nothing but blow hot-ass heat. So we're just going to turn the vent, close the vent. And you don't have to worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got him. You're not worried about it. He knows not to open that window ever again.
Right at the 40-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw.
And he's not going. And he understands that now.
What he did, found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
With the heat on and the window open, it defeats the purpose. I get what you're saying. I don't understand how you got a fireplace in the room and your door shut with the fireplace.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now
if his window being up is the reason why you cold in here, it won't be up.
Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing.
I know.
Because you don't have to throw it.
Yeah.
You can come back
so
with a
now what we're going to do is we're going to close that vent in there so it won't get hot when you decide to move.
Really opens things up.
You keep asking me to bring fans or go upstairs and get fans that are not upstairs. And I'm telling you, he don't need a fan.
26.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback.
You're just going to learn to keep that window
instead
shut.
of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Turner. And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Turner. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
All right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And can you believe it? He misses another one. His 3rd so far.
Do it matter the answer I give you or not? Do you want me to say they up there, or do you want the truth? They're not up there. There's no fans up there.
And that one
one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will
So can I ask you another question? Is it the fact that you don't know where they at right now and you need to know where they at? Because he don't need the fans, so why are we worrying about the fans?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake
that shit? You are, though. That's exactly
called before. Realize it hasn't worked.
I get it.
And maybe try to hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now a throw here is running back.
And I like the fact that you're delivering to the phone 35 times a day, so I can do shit 35 times a day. Now I'm not going to sit here for me to sit here and do that.
Play action. It's Fields rolling to his right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball.
No, you do mind him having
ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Montgomery. He will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
I'm ready to get all my shit out of this living room so you can't have
it's Montgomery. Montgomery loses it. And the Bengals grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Right now.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
You'll see. And I'm going to go right in that room, attic, and shut that attic door and go up there.
The question, was the knee in fact down?
I'm only down here to help you. That's it. I'm down here to help listen to letting you call me every 5 fucking minutes. That's why I'm down here.
This is a tough one to overturn.
You're right.
And first down now, here's 2nd down. Following the fumble recovery, Fields.
No, I ain't said sit. But have I cleaned the
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
No, it's just you that feel like that.
Out of the gun, Fields eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Now left side on the swing pass. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They snap it to Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Okay, we've seen plenty of games. We've been there before. They thought they had this one over with if they could have stopped them right there on that down. Now they've got to continue to play. That's going to be tough.
That's tough because it was such great coverage. They had them blanketed, especially there in the secondary, but, hey, took off and found a way.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Hey, check back 33. Check back 33.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The Bears on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Off the play fake, Winston. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Winston. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 77 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And bulldozing his way through. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. Again, he finds an opening. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Fields on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for Cincinnati, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.
Huh?
You might not be able to take me and baby out outside to play snow in the front, but the back has snow in the back. There's snow in the back.
The smell. How much is it? I was just replaying this game. This game dropped. I'm taking them in the second 8. This game dropped. I had 2 games. The one game dropped at the end of the fucking game. I had another game lined up right after that, so I told dude to wait. I could play them again. And I'm gonna take them to eat. Ain't even trust.